Welcome back. In this, we will understand the Kubernetes Pod. Here is the official documentation on the Kubernetes Pod. You can go through it in order to understand it in more detail. Let me try to explain the Kubernetes Pod in the simple term. But before understanding the pod, let's first understand what is the core goal of the Kubernetes cluster. The core goal of the Kubernetes cluster is to deploy our application in the form of container. If you are already familiar with the concept of Docker, then you know that Docker deploy, manage container directly. In the Kubernetes, it manages the container in slightly different way. Containers are created inside the pod, and Kubernetes created the pods. Rather than managing directly the container, what the Kubernetes do it manages the pod, and inside the pod, container is running. So pod is the smallest unit created in the Kubernetes, and whenever we need to send any of the command to the container, what we need to do is we need to send that command to the pod, and pod manages the container. One pod, one container. That is a golden rule. But yes, if required, we can have multiple container inside the pod, but that is again a very rare scenario, and it's depend on the application requirement as well. But remember this point: one pod, one container. Hope till this point you are able to understand what exactly the pod is. Let's start the demo now. So the first command which I am going to run, that is kubectl get nodes. Now here I can see I have one of the control panel and one of the node which is in steady state. And if I want to see more information regarding this, what I can do is I can go with -o wide option. Now here if you can see, I see the role. Okay, role was there. Internal IP, external IP, OS image, kernel version, and the container runtime. So all this information I'm getting with the help of this command. Now let's see if we have any of the pod which is in the running state or not. So the command is kubectl get pod. Now here it is telling me no resources found in the default namespace. What exactly the concept of the namespace, that is we are going to cover in another video. But here if you see, we don't have any pod which is in the running state. What I'm going to do is I will go to the official documentation of the pod. So kubectl kuba pod. So this is the official documentation. If you can see, let me go. Now here if I'm going to scroll down, here we have one of the example how to use a pod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to create one file here. So nano. You can use VI if you are comfortable with that, or if you are comfortable with nano, you can use any of the editor, whatever you are comfortable with. Now here we need to give the file name. So I can give nginx.yaml. Make sure the extension is going to be the YAML only, or YAML. It's totally up to you. Let me paste the content. And here if you see, we have the API version. We have the kind, and the kind is pod. Metadata, here we have the name of the pod, that is nginx. And here we have the container configuration. And the container name is nginx, and this is the image. And this container is going to use port number 80. Now from where this thing is coming? This is coming from the Docker Hub. So let me go to the Docker. Now here if you see, this is the image which we have on the Docker Hub. Okay. And these are the tags, or these are the versions. And here if I go back to my file, this is the version. And if I'm not going to provide anything here, what will happen? It is going to take the latest one. Let me save this one. Now what I need to do is I need to apply this pod. So kubectl command is kubectl apply -f, and then the name of the file. In my case, the name of the file is nginx. So -f is the file name. Now here it is telling me pod nginx created. Now from where this nginx is coming? If I go back to my file nginx, this is the name we have provided. So the same name it is showing me here. Now the command is kubectl get pod. It is telling me one of the pod Nginx which is in the running state, restart 0, and it is also showing me the age of that pod. If I need more information regarding this, what I can do is I can go with kubectl describe pod, and then we need to provide the pod name. Now what is the pod name here? This one is the pod name. If I'm going to scroll up, from here it is started. So name, then we have the namespace, then we have the priority. We are going to cover each and everything in separate videos, so don't get confused with all of these things. Here we have the IP, we have the container image as well. So here it is. See, it is coming from the Docker library. Port number 80, the state is in the running state. And if I'm going to scroll down, we have the event. Event is telling me successfully assigned this node, correct? Okay, kubectl get nodes. See, we have only one node, so currently my pod is running on this node. If we have multiple nodes here, then we have the option to select the node, or it is randomly going to assign based on the available resources. The second thing, it is telling me it is pulling the image. This is the image. Created. Done. Now let's do one thing. We have one of the file here, that is the nginx.yaml. Let me create one more file. So I'm going to use the cp command nginx, and the file name I'm going to give nginx new.yaml. Okay. Now let me go inside this file. Okay. So nano nginx. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give image something like 56. Okay. And I know this image tag is not there in the nginx. Let's see what will happen. So the same command I need to run, kubectl apply -f. Here it is telling me configured. Okay. So we did one mistake. What we need to do is we also need to change the name. So let's do one thing. Let's change the name as well. So here we have the nginx. This is something I need to change. Okay. Now let me apply this thing. Create it. Okay. Now let me go with the command kubectl get pod. It is telling me this one container creating. Let me go error image pull. So that means it is not able to find the image, correct? Now let me go to the kubectl describe pod and then nginx -1. If you see here we have this thing, failed to pull image this RPC error, not found. So that means this image is not present in the local machine or here in the Docker Hub. Okay. We can get more information regarding the pod by going to the kubectl get pod -o void. Now here it is going to tell me the external IP address as well. So if I need to check whether my pod is running fine, I can check with this command as well. Let me do one thing. Let me delete the pods which we have created. Kubectl get pod and then kubectl delete pod, and then we need to provide the pod name. Now the next pod, this one. So both the pods are deleted. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create the pod again. Kubectl apply -f nginx.yaml. Kubectl get pod. So it is showing me in the running state. Now let me go with the void option. Here it is telling me the IP address. So let's check whether my nginx is running or not. So for that, what we can do is curl yes, welcome to nginx. It is in the running state. Okay. Let's do one thing. Nano new.yaml. Let me do one thing. Let me change the name to httpd. Okay. And this time the image which I am going to use, that is the httpd. And here also I am going to change and I don't need the container here, container port here. So let me go and comment this thing out. Let me apply it. kubectl apply -f nginx new.yml. So the HTTP D pod is created. kubectl get pod. Okay, it is still in the creating state. Yes, now it is in the running state. Let me go with the override option. So here it is. Here I am getting the IP address. So let's see whether this one is working or not. So curl HTTP 192.168.1.7. Yes, it is in the running state as well. So this is how we can create a pod. Thank you.